All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Thank you to all the parents, those kids who are regularly coming for the yoga class. And because we are changing the format from September, we are making into a Gurukul format, and we'll share all the details starting September, so that your kids will get more than yoga, what we are doing right now. So, and it's for kids age 6 to 12 for now. First, I want to talk about mental health in Ontario. But this was a recent survey done by for high school students by CAMH. CAMH is the leading organization in Toronto, and it's associated with World Health Organization, and it does a lot of research on mental health and addiction for students and adults. So this is what they found. This is a recent survey, like 51%. So every other kid is having moderate to serious psychological distress. That means they have anxiety, some kind of sadness, and feeling overwhelmed and difficulty coping. And out of those 51%, more than half the kids, they don't share it with parents. Okay, that is the fact. They share it with their own friends, or they may share it with another adult, maybe in school. 1 in 5 students reported self-harm behavior. That means cutting, burning, or hitting themselves. And 1 in 6 had serious thoughts about harm, like just finishing themselves off. So that's a very recent research, and it shows a very increasingly negative trend of psychological disorders in children, school children. Here we are at Moksham supporting kids together. So mental health is not an individual responsibility, like a parent's responsibility or a teacher's responsibility. I feel it's a community responsibility, because you've heard the very famous statement, it takes a village to raise a child, right? So we want to build emotionally strong kids, healthy coping mechanism. Like everybody has stress in their life, but how you deal with it matters a lot. And we want to foster a stronger society. Okay, so as a parent, I would suggest, I have put together some roles, like communication is the key to success. That's what they say these days. So not only a child should be comfortable speaking about their problems to you, but you should also be comfortable in asking about what's going on in their life. Apart from studies, we always ask. We want our kids to get good marks. That's everybody wants that. But apart from that, how is their emotional awareness, emotional health? So you have to play a role in that. And it's not that we are starting this, but this is just as an organization, but we as a community, and your involvement is very, very important in this one. Those parents will sign up, will do a workshop for parents also, like how to deal with not only children, but teenagers and youth in today's life. So you should know about the signs of stress, if they're showing any signs of stress, and how's the family environment. Like if parents themselves are addicted to something like Instagram or coffee or even cigarette, whatever, you can't tell your kids to be addiction free. So home environment makes a lot of difference, and support or buddy system is very important. For example, if you want your child to do yoga classes or this participate in this Gurukulam classes, if he or she has a buddy, like a friend who also is doing that, the motivation doubles. Okay, so it's a community responsibility how we want our kids to grow. So this I want to put in your mind, that it is our responsibility, all of us together. It's just not my responsibility. Gopala Gurukulam will be on Sundays. It's a virtual live class with live teacher, like how we do yoga, but we're adding some things to it. So there'll be 2 modules to it. Module 1 will be yogasana and meditation, what they're doing right now. Okay. The module 2 will be, they'll learn Sanskrit shlokas. They'll also learn Sanskrit. Okay. We are preparing flashcard for Sanskrit alphabets and shloka flashcards. They'll be ready before September. They'll learn Panchatantra stories, and through Panchatantra and the Puranic stories, they will learn the lessons of life, all the stress, resilience and coping mechanism, how to handle peer pressure and all those things. They will learn about these things. So I'll give the details of the classes and breakdown. So we'll operate as a semester based, not as monthly based. Okay. Module 1 will be 10 to 10:25 yogasana, pranayama, meditation. There'll be a 15-minute break, like a snack break. After yogasana, they might get tired, so you can give them a small snack. And then module 2, 11 to 12, 1 hour, will be divided into 3 chunks, 20 minutes each. We'll have these things. And it'll be total $10 per session. Okay, that's the program fees for entire 10 to 12, the 2-hour session. This is the academic year we have planned so far, and we are planning the curriculum also, September to June 2027. First semester will be from September 20th, that's the Sunday we'll start the classes, till December 13th, and we'll have 11 classes, and these are the dates. So we don't have class on the major festival like Diwali, so we skip that. And then we'll have a winter break. We'll have second semester from Jan 10th to March 14th. March 15th we have spring break here in Ontario. So we'll skip that week, and then third semester will be April 4th to June 20th. And in the summer, we are planning for virtual also and in-person also. We'll plan a lot of activities, and that will be communicated later. So in-person activity, we are planning temple visits. There are a couple of people who are planning temple visits around GTA, and then we always have Kirtan gatherings here. Family participation is increased on such events. For virtual classes, we'll plan and we'll communicate that by March or April about the people who are joining from US. We have a team for it. We have a support structure. Rajni is the yoga teacher that she's taking the ongoing classes right now. And Sukanya ji will be the main teacher for the Gurukulam part, the Sanskrit shlokas and the Panchatantra stories, and value-based learning we are taking from Bhagavad Gita also. And Rashmika will be the program manager. She will be dealing with any kind of registration issues, and she's also helping us planning the curriculum. And I'll be setting the direction and overall seeing the program. So that was my presentation.
I'm Sukanya Gopinath, and I will be guiding all the children through Sanskrit slokas. We will chant one sloka every week. We will also go through the meanings of the sloka, followed by one story about the deity that we will be learning about. So 1 week we will learn a sloka like on Ganesha, or Durga Mata, or Lakshmi, or Shiva, and so on. So every week it will be just one sloka. It will be a short shloka that the children can actually listen to, and they will be able to. We will also post an audio recording so that they can actually continue to listen to it during the week. And followed by that, we will also give them some activity that is combined with the story. So that way they can, number one, listen to the sloka, understand the sloka, and keep practicing the sloka as they start listening to it, and combined, and it'll be infused with a story so that it actually sinks in terms of why we are, what that shloka is about, and also a very short story about the deity so that they understand the meaning behind it, and also they can actually carry that forward. And there will be some activity just to keep them engaged, probably like a coloring activity. We will distribute the sheets ahead of time so that you have it ahead and you can give it to them, and so that the children are actually fully engaged, and they can also listen to the recording during the week and they come prepared. And at the end of the term, we are also planning to let the children go through whatever they have learned, and there will be one presentation. And during the class itself, I would like 1 or 2 children to chant along with me. So we will first chant the sloka, and then there will be a repetition. So that way everybody gets a chance to chant along, and we will have that interactive. So it's not just me chanting the sloka. So that will be the format of the class.
And Rashmika is the program manager, and she's helping develop the curriculum, and she's the one who's making all the flashcards. So flashcards will be available for sale. It depends on how much we spend on printing. Like, we're trying to look for a reasonable resource, but it may be between $10 and $15 for the whole either Sanskrit shlokas and then the flashcards for Sanskrit Varnmala. That will be available for distribution probably around summer sometime, and people who are in US can order, or if somebody is going to US from here, I can send it and they can distribute from there. For people in GTA, they can just come and pick up from us during one of our satsangs. Rashmika, do you want to say something?
Namaskar, everybody. Thank you for joining today's session. Under the guidance of the leadership of Archana ji, and then along with Sukanya ji and Rajni ji, we are doing this great program, Gopala Gurukulam. As Archana ji said, I will be preparing from my side about the curriculum, and also will be helping the team if any issues comes across, or preparing the resources, and will help the parents too with registration, or if any have any questions or anything related to that. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'm looking forward to this.
I just wanted to add, while your kids are learning all these things, I would suggest if parents are also involved in some kind of self-care activities for themselves or spiritual activity for themselves, it's very, very important, because it's not just that one child will study and you can do whatever. Is the whole family should be involved in some kind of spiritual growth and this kind of learning. Then only the changes happen. That's more sustainable, I would say, when the whole family is involved. So your role as a parent would be not just they're gone for 2 hours, they're doing some classes, but you should also play an active role in asking questions, what's happening, how they are feeling, and how much you yourself are doing any self-care activities. Do you have a problem in your life? Do you have stress in your life? What are you doing for it? These things you have to start thinking. Do you have a health issue like diabetes, high blood pressure, thyroid issues? What are you doing for that? How are you treating yourself? Start asking these questions. I'm a healthcare professional for more than 20 years in Ontario, and I work for the public healthcare system, and that's where I saw so much of pain and suffering that I started to register this Moksha Dham Foundation as a non-profit organization to make it affordable for people and also accessible for everybody. So, and most of our participants, we have adult classes too, and we have teenage classes too. The teenage class is called Thrive. It's a youth support program that we just launched a few months back. We have around 4 or 5 teenagers right now, but they're benefiting from it immensely. It's usually on Sunday at 8 p.m. So today, and I take that program. So I guide them through some mindful movements, some pranayam, and then I talk to them. Because these days, sometimes I feel that nobody is available for teenagers or youth, or nobody understands them, what changes are happening with them and how their brain is rapidly growing. And sometimes they seem very chaotic, but it's somebody who understands them, they can deal with them, and they can then actually support them very well. So this is the program, it's called Thrive. So if somebody has a teenager, they can join the Thrive program. If somebody is under 12 years of age, they can join this Gopala Gurukulam program. And once these people, these students who will graduate from Gopala Gurukulam, they automatically can go to the Thrive program. So it's almost like end-to-end support your parents are getting. And I have raised 3 teenagers. One of my daughter is in university. And I have raised them with, even Sukanyaji's son is in very good university, and we have raised them with all these teachings. So I mean, I didn't realize the importance of it till they became a teenager. Once what happened was, when they were little, I started teaching them all these things, Panchatantra and the Amar Chitragatha and the Puranic stories. So there is some birthday party. You know, these days people, even for younger kids, they have these soda pop and everything. So they had there, and then my daughters told the second daughter, don't have pop because mom told us not to have pop. Then the other one said, oh, mom is not here, she's not even seeing us. Then the other one said, this is not what it is. Even when nobody is seeing you, you should follow rule. Go and ask mom and then come. Then they came and asked me, should we have the can of soda? I said, okay, you can have just one and share. That's what, in one. Then they listened to me. And so I see changes in them, the way they make friends, the way they respond to situations, even stress comes. I remember my father passed away in pandemic, and my mother came just after pandemic to meet us here from India. And she was feeling very stressed out about certain things, like some plumbing work at home, in India. So, and she was feeling very pity on herself, like, I'm alone right now, my husband has passed away, this and that. Then my daughter, she was 11 years old, she told her that, oh, Nani, feeling pity is a form of ego. And we were all shocked. Like, who told you this? She said, it's from Mahabharat. Somebody told in Mahabharat, I think it was from the Yaksha Samvad, Yudhishthir, something like that happened. And I was so shocked. I didn't even remember that. But kids remember so many teachings because it goes into their psyche. Like, they really understand. So if you have a nice teacher who can actually teach them all these things like about dharma, like what is to be done. Dharma is nothing but what you should follow, you must do, right? Even you have resistance. So if they learn about dharma at the early age, like how we should conduct our life, then they'll become resilient adults and they'll become leaders actually. So if you want to create leaders, not followers, this is the program for your kids. So we can take any questions if you have for the Gopala program or any other programs we run at Moksha Dham. We have a lot of programs actually. If you are in the group, you'll see we have so many groups and we are very active. The whole purpose of Moksha Dham is we have 4 pillars: physical, mental, cultural, and spiritual growth. We are into it, and then we want to join both healthcare, mental health, physical health, and our culture and spirituality together, and maybe develop more conscious people in the world. Any questions? Where can I find registration link? Okay, it'll be sent in the group. I think you are in a kids group. Otherwise, it'll be on our website as well. Okay, mokshadham.org. If somebody is new to this, I'll just type in our website here so that you know. In the form section, we'll have that. Any kind of suggestion, comments, if you want to work on something on your kids, give us suggestions too, right? If you're facing something.
Hi, I'm Vaishnavi's mother. Thank you so much for the session. Are there any Bhagavad Gita classes or?
Kids cannot absorb very heavy philosophy at this age. So only through simple stories, they can learn things and then absorb it, and that stays for a long time in their mind. And as they mature, we'll teach Bhagavad Gita also, but not Bhagavad Gita directly, but certain books, like certain thoughts or certain teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we will be recording it, and I will also be sending an audio recording of the shloka that we will be covering during the class, so that even if they miss, they can continue to listen to it.
What your job as a parent is to provide a conducive environment for kids to learn and grow. So like a specific place, every Sunday they should sit and there should be no distraction. If they have a sibling, younger sibling, like 3-4-year-old, they can also sit, if they can sit quietly and listen to whatever the older sibling is doing, that way they can be encouraged. And a good pen, paper, like a diary, like a notebook, just like a school. You provide them resources and we'll provide them teaching, and then you can also follow up what they learned.
I was wondering, kids under 4, can they join if they're able to just listen in and learn the shloka or something?
If you think they're capable, why not?
Okay. If they're not causing any distraction and if they are able to focus, then yes. Okay.
I would suggest for kids between 4 and 6, parents should sit with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even 6-year-old, parents should sit with them so that initially they'll get used to everything and they will prevent the distraction. Because online classes, we want to hold it very tight. Okay, it should be we should not have a lot of distraction. The camera should be on. They should have focus. Parents should be around the vicinity, so that they know they're not like going away or running away frequently.
How long is this class? I came late.
10 to 12. So 10 to 10:45 will be Yogasana classes with meditation and pranayam with Rajni, and 15-minute break for snack, and then 11 to 12 will be with Sukanya ji for the shloka, Sanskrit, and the story classes.
This is Siddhu's dad.
Yes.
When is the session for the teenagers?
Teenagers, it's tonight, every Sunday, 8 to 8:45 p.m. Start somewhere.
Yes.
You have to hold one thread. That's what I say. Hold something and let them grow from there.
Yes, so she is interested in the teenage program now, so just we're thinking of it.
Send the link to the teenager program, and you can register and join.
Kids under like 6 years age, younger kids, how we enroll kids to different activities. Initially we are more involved to make sure that they can fully engage in the program, so they can stay connected.
Okay, thank you so much everybody for joining. We're always here for any questions, and we'll have more open houses in coming months because not everybody can join the first one. So if you have your friends or family who can benefit it, because again, as I presented the stats about the mental health, it's going on increasing in teens. So it's all our duty to prevent our kids from going into that disaster. And I have seen, being in healthcare, I see that all the time. Yes, Vishakhan's dad, you have a question?
Yeah, no question. I just want to thank all of you. It's for not just helping the kids, right? You just passing the knowledge and then making the next generation not just thriving. It's more a sustainable community. I really appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you so much. No, keep sending your kids.
Yeah,
if you are involved, it's better it is. And I would encourage adults also to start yoga classes with Moksha Dham because when they see you doing it, they'll do it more. I mean, there's never too late to join yoga, because somebody told me that, I'm too stiff to join yoga. It's almost like saying I'm too dirty to have a bath. Right? Never think you're stiff to join yoga or I can do yoga.
Yeah.
We have participants, 70-year-old too, right?
Yeah, my grandmother.
My grandfather used to walk 10 kilometers every day. As generation, we have lost that strength. I don't think I can do that every day.
My grandma is 91 by the way.
We'll only read about such people in history books otherwise,
Yeah.
And we have to revive that because it is
right.
within the human capacity to grow. It is within our capacity to grow. So why lose any opportunity? We are not getting any younger, right?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, don't feel any kind of pain. I'm a physiotherapist by profession. I always told my patients that if you don't follow today, you'll land up in wheelchair, and they used to get afraid.
Yeah.
So never tolerate any pain in your life, whether it's mental or physical. You have to see the solution towards it.
Ma'am, what's the name of the program? Because I'm looking at your website, for registration?
Right now, it's if you go to programs, it's just under Bloom Children's group classes, because that's what is active right now. You see Bloom
Okay.
Children group yoga classes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so right now that's active. Gopala Gurukulam info is not active right now.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah.
will be active
She's,
before, like around summertime, we'll change the website.
will
Because
we
we're
be
strong-
notified about
Of course.
Okay.
If you follow us in any of the WhatsApp group, you'll
Okay.
get the information, and it'll also be posted on our social media like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. My expectation from you as a parent is you become the torch bearers for the programs we're doing. You know, you talk, everybody know at least 50 people, right? In 50 people, you may have at least 5 kids as a teenager or children. So
Yeah.
take this as a personal responsibility of what we are doing, because we are very passionate about what we are. We are all working full-time mothers, okay?
Yeah, I could
We are
understand.
not full-time yoga teachers, and we are not acharyas or anything, but we have developed this community because there was a lack of this thing in our Indian community, right?
Yeah.
We didn't have any such organization which holistically approaches from kids to adults, right?
It's really good because what I see in my kid also, I can see that after she attend these sessions, like the yoga she attending, it's a lot of development in her habit also, how she used to behave before, how she's tackling now. So that's why I was so interested when you said, and slokas and everything, whatever, even though I try to teach it, it's more from somebody else teaching that would they imbibe more rather than, no matter what we say, sometimes it just go overboard. What I liked is you are talking about Panchatantra. It's a story, but what the hidden meaning is more in depth, which they would understand once they attend the classes and all.
Very
So,
good, Lini. So that's what I'm saying. You understand the importance. So take it as a personal responsibility to spread our message.
sure.
Because we
I
want
would.
a resilient community, because we don't want our kids to be followers. Then anybody can say whatever to them and they'll get converted, you know.
I do.
I studied in Canada. I have seen my roommate getting converted.
That's one fear we have when our kids grows up, how, because we can't be always there as their protector, but I want my kid to be equipped in a way that she understand what is good and can evaluate things
Yeah.
rather than blindly
Critical
follow
thinking
somebody.
should be very important. Independent
Yes.
thinking, not getting forced by anybody, whatever they're saying outside, right? They should have their
Yes.
own judgment, and more they're rooted in dharma, more they'll have that understanding. Okay, because I
Yes.
have also stayed in hostel throughout my life after grade 12 in various places. I've lived in 4 cities in India, and I've lived in 3 cities in Canada. I did my master's from Canada. I have seen a lot of things, and because of this, probably I have become the way I have become. You know, I'm very rooted, and probably it's God's grace also that we have formed such community with such resilient people, and the people who are working with us, the teachers, they're very strong people. Okay, like
Yeah.
Rashmika, Sukanya ji, Rajni, everybody, they're well rooted in yoga and dharma, and they know they're very passionate about spreading this knowledge. It's all our passion that's you see it's flowing out. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly add with the stories that are not the Panchatantra stories or other stories. The idea is to build some of the basic foundational moral values, and those moral values will help that individual as they go through life take the right decisions. And if they start introducing them at this early age, it actually sticks with them. Like some of the slokas that I learned when I was 8 is what I'm remembering, and I would like to pass it on. So that's why this is a critical age, crucial age, and we start to infuse them as part of their day-to-day chanting. At least something will actually remain with them throughout their lives. And these stories build teamwork, collaboration, leadership, etc. So that's the intent.
And also, I would like to add one more thing. The main purpose of sloka is not just reading sloka. It's has a health benefit of increasing the memory of. You don't have to take any medication or anything for memory. Just we have in our culture itself that chant the slokas, do it. And another thing, it's not just what I liked about you is you're not just talking them about the stories or anything. You're connecting it to life, because end of the day, that is what is needed. Not just memorizing anything without understanding, just for the sake of memorizing. Connect to your life so that at crucial moments you can use that to take decisions in life, and you take up the charge of your life.
Any more questions or anything anybody's having? Otherwise, we'll close this session. Thank you again for joining. Be watchful, be mindful of the group messages we send, because each thing will help in your growth.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Namaste, everyone.
Dhanyawad.